What up, what's going on, good people? Welcome to another episode of the 710 Slickville Show. I am your host, Jay Brown, a.k.a. Jay Slick, a.k.a. Mr. 710. And we are back one more time. I apologize for being late, but I ain't going to throw nobody up under the bus just yet. Hey, Donna, you're going to have to get back in this shot. Anyway, shout out to everybody for coming. I know y'all seen a lot of these faces before. We want to welcome back again. Erica, Tiffany, what's going on?
What's up?
What's going on? Sway.
Hello.
And if y'all don't remember from the last battle of the sexes, we got Dynamite Vincent White. What's going on, buddy?
What it is,
Dynamite.
Yeah, I had a key. This is a secret weapon right here. That's him. That's the silhouette on the thing. Hold on, it's back there. Yeah, that's a silhouette back there. That was a secret weapon. Cause see, we're gonna get into a whole lot of relationship topics tonight, and hope y'all ready. We ain't pulling back no punches. But like I said, guys, if you have comments, put them in the chat. If you got questions, put them in the chat, or you can call in 470-251-4343. Since the last time we've been here, everybody had good weeks and whatnot?
Yep. Great. Productive.
No complaints.
Anything exciting happen?
Work.
Just work?
Work. More work. Getting this house ready.
Dino out here building decks.
Hey, you gotta do whatever you guys do, man. Get your house ready. Get it on the market.
Yeah, it's about to be another one of the fellas getting on up out of here, leaving your boy.
Forcefully, I'm being forced out of Georgia.
Oh.
Where you moving to, guys?
Virginia.
Oh.
Alexandria area, right there, Washington D.C.
Yeah. Okay.
Shout out to the DMV.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody that's in the chat room right now. Listen, guys, if you are in the chat room, let's do something free for me. Go ahead and share this feed. If you hadn't shared this feed already, like I said, I'm going to just presume that you're a hater. But go ahead and share this feed so that I don't think that you're a hater. Like I said, this is free. I don't ask you guys to do anything that's going to cost money. But share, like, comment, and you can call in. Don't use up all your daytime minutes, though, because I can't pay for those. And check this out. Like I said, you want to make sure you share this feed and tag somebody that needs to hear these relationship topics. Because tonight we talking about communication. We're going to be talking about finances. We're talking about how to deal with social media when you're in relationships. And we also going to talk about sex. Everybody want to talk about sex. Where's my bell at?
You are missing the bell. Where's the bell?
Hey,
They took the bell from you, huh?
Nah, this bell is going to come in
really
handy today. Yeah, thank you so much, Black Hand. It's so dope. But that's what I'm talking about. Well, look, I want to get this thing started off. Oh, with this public service announcement. This is entertainment. All right? With that being said, we like to entertain, but we're going to inform. Don't take none of this stuff personally, but at the same time, hit dogs will holler. So, hey, that's all I got to say. None of this stuff is personal. So we're gonna have a good time today, and we gonna get it on in. We gonna get it on in. Where you want to start at? I'm gonna let these ladies start off with where you want to start.
Finances.
What's going on? What's going on, Greg Brown? There we go. All right. So look, finances. So where do you stand on that? Can you? I'm gonna just jump right in.
Okay. Go ahead. You got it.
Can you date a dude who makes more, who you make more money than?
So,
Pose,
there's a yes and it's yes and no.
Why?
Let me elaborate. I've actually been in that situation before, and it was a problem for him because I made more money than him. So it was a problem for him. So we kept having conflict. Anytime I made a decision about any type of finances, it just was a problem. So I can, but typically you males cannot.
Wait, hold on. You said when
So
you made a
I
decision,
can- if
what
I'm-
type of decision?
Well, I have a backing of banking, 14 years leadership. So obviously the decision would go to
Like
me.
who bought dinner that night? Like what decision you talking
Well, not necessarily. Just maybe bigger things like that, other than dinner. Bigger things like where to spend our money, how to grow our money, things of that nature. So it was a problem for him.
So you wanted to have input on every
I
little
wanted
thing.
to have input.
Yeah, you.
I didn't need to have input, but if I see that he's having input and I have the knowledge, then I offered my knowledge. And sometimes it wasn't welcome. You know, the male ego is a fragile thing.
It also depends on how you do it.
So I did it politely.
You can't
I
afford
did
that.
it, I
Don't do
did it
that.
very politely, respectfully. I would let his plan unfold and to see how it would turn out. And then I would try to pull up the rear. So yeah, another thing to that, another. Oh no, you did.
That's for another reason.
Okay.
Oh, well, another caveat to that is that sometimes when the woman, and I'm not speaking of me, I'm just speaking in general, sometimes when the woman make more money than the man, then the respect level shifts. And sometimes it can be hard to have respect for that male if he's not even contributing at all. Sometimes a male can get a little too comfortable with the woman who makes the most money.
Like, you gotta elaborate, yeah.
Like
She
she
over
might
here
say,
breathing hard.
she may offer to pay, you know, the bigger bills, say like mortgage. She may offer to pay that. If you pay this, there may be an understanding going into the relationship or the marriage or whatever. I've seen it happen, and sometimes, not every man. I'm not going to make this an every man topic, but some men can get a little too comfortable and wear out their welcome with that situation.
So let's just break down what if we're in the dating stage. Then I understand like I definitely understand the bread being separate.
Right.
And so if you're just dating and you getting your shack on, then I understand like the money being separate and then money being spent like, hey, this is my money and this is what I'm making and this is your money and this is what you making and this is what you contributing over here and this is what I'm contributing over there. There are also certain situations once you get to that marriage point where it's like all of this is one.
Absolutely.
So regardless of what you make, regardless if I make
Absolutely.
200,000 or if I make 40,000 and you make 200 or we all make the same amount,
Absolutely.
it's all going into a pot. So if I tell Naya, hey, you got to pay this tonight. Well, I mean, she using her card, but it's still our money.
Communal money.
Right. It's all coming out the same pot.
Absolutely.
So
I tried that.
I tried that as well.
I tried it.
It sounds great in theory.
I mean, all right. So, first I'll shout out to Michelle. This is our 7-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yeah, but we went into the situation where I had more money than she did, and then she started back working, and then she started making more money than I did. And we had the communal pot thing, but when I went to go do something, it was. So you was at 7-Eleven and spend $2.56. So it was like, the finance police? Like, it's our money, it's all being put into a pot, but now all of a sudden you have an issue. And we eventually got over that, but we finally got to the point again to where we just kind of separate our money. Now we have one account where we contribute like a 50-50 on the bills.
Absolutely.
And then whatever's left is you. You do whatever you want to. So
you're splitting the bills.
yeah, you just split the bills in half, and if you
Even if one person's making more money than the other, you split the bills?
they still split the bills. It don't matter. I mean, you got more residual income now, but
So
no
let's say
longer
you're
can
going
you
on a
say,
vacation or something. So a
We
vacation,
split in half.
$2,500 vacation, you split it in half,
Split in half.
regardless.
$12.50.
Even if that person
Down
is
the
making,
middle.
$12.50.
I don't know.
this is a tricky subject.
I mean, I've
Y'all started there financially.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
I mean, I've been in situations where I'm even in the dating scenario, and for me, if it's kind of clear, like, listen, and the guy's like, look, I'm in this situation right now, and because of that, I'm just, I'm on a fixed income. I don't mind paying. If I want to go to a concert, and the concert's going to cost some bread, and I know I want to go, and you're a company that I want to enjoy, I don't mind paying for it and taking it and saying, hey, look, no worries, I'm inviting you. Let's go.
see,
Let's
that's
have a good time.
different, though.
Now, when you're dating and in a serious relationship, though, I don't feel like everything has to be 50-50. I feel like this is how I look at it. We communicate that there's bills, and we look at our expenses as a total and as a unit. And then we say, listen, well, yes, if I'm making more, I might go ahead and hit the mortgage. All right, that takes $1,500. Then you go ahead and handle X, Y, and Z, because the
Right.
proportion of your what I don't want to do is be giving you an allowance at the end of the month and be like, all right, you are out. You done tapped out on yours because we didn't manage our money to a way that would make sense for both of us, to where we both have the confidence that if you want to go eat something, go put gas in the car, go do, handle some business, go buy something nice, that you're not sitting there looking at your funds going, well, dang, after I pay this, and this, and my half of the bills, I'm out. Especially if you're growing towards something where you're saying, hey, look, eventually you may be in a different situation where this person's making more money and you're on the other end. So I just think you have to look at it holistically and not necessarily a 50-50 split. And that's just, from what I've experienced.
Chat room said 50-50. That's a roommate. How do you
I don't do
respond
50-50
to
with
that?
roommates.
Yeah, it does sound like a roommate situation.
A roommate, you pay me
50-50.
rent for being in my room.
And I've seen that meme where they was like, hey, if you splitting the mortgage with your man, or you splitting the mortgage with your woman, you're a roommate and you're not a man. And I'm like, well, it's a whole lot of women out here that would love to have a roommate.
Okay.
Well, yeah, that's true. But there's a lot of women who feel like there's no split. Like, you take care of me. I mean, the mortgage is the man's thing to do, and that I'm coming in this with this expectation that you take care of the bills, and then my money's my money. Because I have friends that are like that, like dead ass. Like, my money's my money. If I'm moving in and we're living together, and we're married, like, I'm not paying any bills.
They're
single?
still single, right?
Even I had to pause on that.
I'm not paying any bills.
So what do they bring into the relationship then?
Themselves.
Oh wow.
That's how they feel. I'm bringing myself. That if you're at a point, and it was a friend of mine that we just went out to dinner a couple months ago as a group, and I was looking at her because I was just like, this is just a different situation. I wasn't used to hearing her say that, but she said, listen, the kind of woman I am, I know that what kind of man I'm looking for, and I wasn't going to marry till I found a man who was going to take care of everything. So she's like, now that I found that, I think they've been together about 6 or 7 years. And she said it took a while to find that guy, but she found someone who says, no problem. I'm handling the bills. I'm that, whatever you want to call that. Man, if you want to say
be a
it.
pillow princess.
That's it. And she
what?
admits it.
Pillow princess.
She
That's it.
absolutely admits it.
Evangelist Angela Brown said marriage is 50-50. What is that mess? Marriage is the 100% thing. Why is there any conversation about what? I cannot see the rest of that. But, I mean, it's just, what's the rest
What
of
is
that?
that conversation about what bills he pays and what bills she pays?
I mean, once you get to that point, I don't feel like it should even be a conversation. Like, stuff has to get done.
It has to get done.
Regardless, so...
And we had an incident this morning where we found there was a gas leak in the house, and the people were outside, and they were like, ma'am, your bill's probably going to be about 5 times what it normally is. Which, if the gas bill's $150, we talking about a $700 bill, right? Because he said that the gas somehow there was a leak and a crack in the pipe, and it's been leaking for the last 3 weeks. How do you, I mean, you're going to say, hey, 50-50, we got this gas leak? I mean, or you're just going to say, listen, we got to figure out, between the money we make as a unit, we got to figure out how to make sure this gets handled, period.
Well, it gets handled. I mean, regardless of the fact, but what it does is, because people saying marriage, okay, finance and marriage is 2 different things. The reason why I say that is because no one really has the conversation that they need to have before they get married.
Absolutely.
No one has
I
it.
agree with you.
So just because I have an ideal of what I think finances should be, and you have an idea of what you think finances should be, at some point in your marriage, it's going to come out, but it's not going to come out in a civilized conversation.
Because we're scared to have that conversation before marriage. It's some topics that we're scared to have for some whatever reason before marriage. And being a divorcee, yeah, it's finance is definitely one of the number one conversations you got to have before marriage. Because like you said, I can have an idea how things should go, and he can have an idea, but we don't lay our ideas on the table. It's going to come out down the line in a very unromantic way.
It eventually does,
So,
always.
yeah.
And unfortunately, I think a lot of times we should apply what other nationalities do. Like in Asian cultures, they sit down and say, hey, this is A, this is B. We're going to bring this together.
Right.
In America, I love her. She the one.
She the
Or
one.
He the one. And you don't
You're
have
right.
an intelligent conversation about what the one is bringing. And all of a
Exactly.
sudden, 3 years, and you're like, damn, she ain't the one.
She ain't doing it.
Well,
Other
it's-
races do it.
It's about expectations, what someone's expectations are, and if you
Right.
don't have a clear understanding of, and that's why you got to be honest and transparent. Listen, I got bad credit. Hey, I had a repo 3 years ago, or hey, I have perfect credit. You know, when you talk about what's really going on, we start talking about credit scores. We start talking about finances. What have you done? What do you owe? Who do you owe? Because when you talk about bringing that together, I can't say, well, listen, your student loans is on you. I mean, because that's going to affect us in the relationship.
Yeah,
Right.
student loan.
It gonna affect it.
Absolutely.
Sorry, boo boo, you did that before I met you. That's not how it really works.
You know what?
Oh, my goodness.
I'll wait and marry you when you get done with your student
Right.
loan.
You be waiting for him.
Give it me in 10 years.
Guys, real quick, like I said, this is the dope ass conversation right now. If you're in the chat room, go ahead and share. What's up to everybody in the Instagram chats on all y'all's. Shout out to King James Brother for checking
Shout
in.
out to Big Lush, Sean McGee.
Hey, let's rewind because we done got way into the
We going deep.
Yeah.
into a part of the conversation where a lot of people some people will be able to, but some people won't be able to. We're gonna rewind back to the beginning when you dating somebody. Let's just start where
Okay.
you dating somebody. Is it inappropriate for a woman to ask the dude out? Like, does that change the scenario of how the relationship is gonna go?
If she asks him to go out first.
Yeah.
So you see the guy, you're interested in him, and you approach him, hey, look, let's catch a movie, let's go out, let's go to dinner.
Yep.
Is it going to change the future of the relationship or the expectation? Like, you
That-
came after me?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the dude.
It
I
depends
mean,
on
if the
the-
dude
yep.
is going to feel like, listen, you came after me, so at this point you chasing
Absolutely.
me, then the dynamic will change.
Who pays for that date?
It still depends on the dude. though.
It
does.
does. Because some
It
dudes aren't going to let
does.
you pay.
It
I mean,
Yeah,
I've been in a
exactly.
situation, I reach for my wallet, and the dude's like, nah. But then I've been in a situation where the dude was like, had you not reached for your wallet, it was going to be the last time we talked. Like, dudes feel like you should at least make if it's
An
the first
effort.
date, you need to make an effort that you didn't expect that you coming in. But then I've seen it the other
see
way
that
where
on the
people
first
feel
date.
like,
On the first date.
I can't. I mean,
On the
even
first
if I've had a female approach me and they're
he should
like,
pay?
I'm not paying on the first date.
They said
you're not paying on the first
Not on the
date.
first date.
I'm
you're not even
getting-
reaching.
I'm not even
getting
reaching.
her for sure.
reaching on the
Whoever
first
asked
date.
the person out.
I'm not even reaching the first date. If I reach on the first date, I'm reaching for my ticket. We can go Dutch.
So wait,
Would you ask
have
the
you?
guy
And I
out?
have went Dutch before on the first date. I surely
But have
have.
you asked the guy out and then expected him to pay for it?
I've never asked the guy out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that.
Yeah, I've never asked the guy out. Yeah, never.
Judge Love
Never had to.
says, if she asks me out, she pays. I will stay at the check until she does. That's Judge
Hey.
Love
But
right there.
I will say
We
this:
do
if we
credit
go
card
on
roulette.
multiple dates after the first date, I do say, "Hey, tonight's on me. It's my treat." I do that. I'm not a woman who believes that every time we go out, he should pay. So no, I do pick up the check every now and then.
See, I expect the female to pay at least once. If I've been dating for
I pay
2
more
to
than
3
once.
months, and you call me up and was like, "Hey, babe, let's go do such and such,"
Yeah.
and you take care of it.
Yeah.
Cool. I know that you don't necessarily have to do it,
Right.
but you're okay with doing
I
it.
think it shows appreciation
I
for
hope.
the dates that the guy has already took you out on previously. So I think that, when a woman offers to pay and when she does pay, I think it shows appreciation to, that guy. I think that's important.
And you can't be we're going to Walmart and get one of them. rotisserie chickens that be
Yeah.
sitting under the 30 minutes.
So on the first date, do you drive yourself or would you let the guy pick you up? Or it depends on the date?
I will say I meet. I meet up. This is 2018, and I'm a little scary. So I do meet.
Smart.
I meet a couple of times, actually.
Yeah, it'd be awkward to ride home with someone and the vibe wasn't right.
Yeah.
Can he send you a Uber?
I finna say.
Can he send you an Uber XL?
Because
He's like, girl, I'm sending you car service.
because I'm so scary? No, because he'll have my address.
Sending you car service. Oh, well.
I'm too paranoid.
Oh,
Well, if it's a bad day, it turns into Uber anyway.
chat room said, damn, cuz send her to Houston my way. Shout out to Prez shooting your shot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah.
talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Yeah,
Fred. Hello.
So what are some first date deal breakers?
Oof.
What are some first?
If you're talking about your ex the entire time,
Oh, goodness.
you go on a date and it's
Yeah.
like, well, yeah, my ex used to do this, or my ex is like, okay, or you had that dude is clearly not moved on
Absolutely.
from his previous relationship. If that's you're not interested in me, you too busy telling me about her.
Or is he trying to warn you of stuff not to do?
Possibly on the first date, you don't even know
On the
me yet.
first-
Like,
yeah.
you don't go to a job interview and tell them what your
Yeah.
last job didn't
The
do,
first
right?
date's supposed to be, in my opinion, it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be those, getting to know each other. It shouldn't be so stressful like a job interview. And I've been on first date where I felt like
You were interviewing?
I'm interviewing for the be an FBI agent. I'm like, dude, you pressing too hard. I think it should be light. You're gonna ask certain questions, right? You're gonna ask questions. Do you have kids? Things of that nature. The typical stuff.
Are you crazy?
Are you? Y'all do ask that. Are you flat out? Y'all flat out ask. Are you crazy? I'm like, are you crazy?
Sometimes we gotta know.
So what woman is gonna
Who's
say
the answer
yes?
that?
I am crazy.
You
There
don't
has to
know.
be some.
Some
Yeah,
woman will say yes.
some-
I am crazy.
Yeah, I'd be like,
So-
hey, so has anybody ever said you was crazy? Like slash tires, bust windows crazy? And he was like, well, I mean, I did that one time when I was younger. Check.
Oh no.
That counts. Also, deal breakers. Let me see. In the chat room, smacking while you eating has come up a whole
Yeah,
bunch
showing
of
your
times.
mouth open.
Bad hygiene's came up a bunch of
Smacking while
times.
you eat.
Bad hygiene.
I love Ginger Clark said chewing with your mouth open.
Looking at your cell phone.
Not interested.
Constantly.
Really? Because
Constantly.
every time I go out, I constantly see people on dates and
They do.
they exchange on photos of
They
their meal
do.
that's right in front of them.
And they constantly, like, I've paid attention to around, like, couples are not even talking. Like, I've literally watched them, like, they haven't said one word since they sat down. So, yeah, if you constantly on your phone, you on your social media, just the entire time, then how can we have a conversation? How can we get to know one another? We can't.
What about somebody eating off your plate on the first date?
Yeah, I don't share my food.
like literally picking up your plate. Like, oh, let me get some of that.
It depends.
And I don't ask.
It
Some
depends.
people are like, oh, let me taste that. And, and I have people like, have some. I'm like, oh, no, thank you. I won't eat off someone's plate.
Have you done took
I
your
feel
fork?
some kind of way. Well, baby girl, do that right now.
Oh yeah, you special.
I feel like, man, you could have ordered this. Like, this clearly could have been ordered. Like, what are you doing?
Nah, I'm cool with it like, at the beginning, but I don't know you and you licking all over your fork and you reach over my plate and I got an issue.
Well, what's
Yeah, I'm
considered a
not
quality
good.
first date?
What?
I said, what's considered a quality first date? Because I have people who will not go to coffee shops. Like,
But
I will
see,
not. Like, it has
to
to
me,
be.
why does a first
That's
date
not a
have to be
first
dinner?
date. That's meat.
It doesn't. I'm just saying the first time that you are deciding to go out formally, because you might meet somebody at a situation, but y'all haven't decided to go out. So when you go out, is there like a,
So I call that.
are you taking me to dinner, or is it like, hey,
Yeah.
we just kind of trying to make sure we should take the next step?
I think meet and greet first.
I think a meet and greet
definitely.
is a meet and greet is simple too. Like it's
Like a coffee shop
less
or-
exactly. I agree
park.
with you. I've done that before, meet and greet, and it's less stressful. I'm not pulling out the eyelashes. It's a little. It's
You're trying to
less
see the
stressful.
chemistry.
You're trying to see the
Your
chemistry.
regular self.
Regular self.
Before I give you the whole shebang, let me see, first of all, if you worth it. But yeah, it's definitely about the chemistry. The meet and greet, I think, is more important than an actual first date and you paying a tab of, $100. And I'm actually not a person that's looking for a free meal. So I actually don't believe in the first date being at, SDK or whatever qualifies as an expensive restaurant. So a meet and greet for me is more comfortable. I know I pull up in my car, you pull up in yours. You know, we're at Starbucks or whatever. That's
Brewster's,
more.
get a little ice cream.
Yeah, that's more.
Movies are a
comfortable
terrible
for me.
first date.
Movies are horrible. Why do people even
I don't like
suggest
going to the movies.
But if she talked through the whole movie, you know,
You
it's not
definitely
gonna work.
ain't gonna-
It's not gonna work.
That means she talks too much.
Right. Deal breakers in first date. I had a woman show me her pistol on her first date.
I'm trying to let you know.
I
Don't
also
bring
had
your
a woman
kids.
lick the side of his face. And yeah. I don't know
Is that fun time?
what type of Rick James chick that he talking to, but
Hey, she
yeah,
was
that's
just
all.
trying to show
That's
him
all
what she was
that.
about.
So how much touching is inappropriate on the meet and greet? So is it like I got to give you like the little baby church hug, or is it one like they can give you a full hey, it's nice meeting you?
I think it depends on the chemistry.
It depends on
Yeah, you feeling somebody, you like.
It's a meet and greet.
Oh, it's even
It's
on
a
the
meet-
meet and greet. The meet and greet can
Yeah.
get like a full hug. If you are vibing and you're feeling each other, like man, I like what I'm seeing. But if you get the church hug, then you got to know that that's probably like, hey man, I'm just gonna keep you close, but not that close.
So if a guy gave you a church hug, would you feel like he
Some
just
type of
But
way.
if you first get there and you introduce, you first get there and you both give each other that kind of side pat,
Yeah,
hug,
like-
then yeah. Now when
When you
you
leave.
leave,
If he daps
that
you,
hug will
it's-
tell you.
So
what
if he
it
does
is.
like this, all right.
And
all
I'm a
right.
full breasted chested kind of girl, so if we going in like this, that
getting
says
full throttle.
you getting full, yeah. So that's yeah.
What if you grab your booty?
I will go off. Please don't.
Yeah,
Why he have to do it like this though?
Did you see her?
all the way up under there.
Let me cup that cheek.
Hey, I will tell you, ladies, don't be out here grabbing dudes' booties. Like
Please
that.
don't.
Why not?
Oh, during the
Especially
hug?
like that.
Curious. I'm just
During the
curious.
hug?
I'm just
Oh,
curious.
that's so inappropriate.
Why your
That's
face?
highly inappropriate.
Why you grabbing?
I just asked
Okay.
because you brought it up, so I was just wondering.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's just she.
You out here cupping
She
cheeks?
did it like it was like she
cupping
had booty
cheeks.
grabbing charity.
Cupping cheeks?
No, I'm just wondering what has happened to him for him to make
No,
that
my
face
wife be
about
up
it.
there trying to get her
Oh,
little,
and you
but
hate
she
it.
She don't do it. She got either the side, but she be in the middle. And, she be cup, and I'm like, baby, that's so inappropriate. Like, don't do that. And
It's
so
3 fingers.
stop it. But yeah, no, you
Finger
just
grab.
can't do that. At all. So after that first date,
After
that first date,
Okay.
or after that, let's just say, let's rewind back to when they get the number, because a lot of people have problems with when to call or when to text.
I want to know this.
Oh, I hate that rule. That makes no sense to me.
No, I'm just saying, like,
No, like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna text him. He gotta text me. He gotta call me first.
Or you gotta wait a day or two.
See, that's,
like that.
I was still old school. I thought, you wait. You don't want to seem desperate.
Then why did you get
That's
my number?
But no, I didn't know. She took my phone, put her number in it. I'm
But then, are
like,
you gonna call the next day or that night? I'm like, text me that night. Did I get home safe? Am I good? It was
Right.
nice meeting you. And then next morning, I want to see good morning.
because you know what?
After the first date?
If we feeling each other, like you can good morning
Tell
me.
me we're
So
feeling
you are
each
cupping
other.
butts out here.
You-
You cup my butt. I'm texting you.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
If, I don't, if it take a couple days for me to hear from you, I'm feeling like you're not interested.
Exactly.
y'all
Why
want-
have
y'all
a
want
break
instant
in the
game.
chemistry?
No,
it's
I mean,
not breaking it.
If so, you mean to tell me
You had to
do
take
what
some
you
time
feel?
to think about it.
Nah, just let it sink in. Let it.
And that's exactly why y'all make
Marinate.
mistakes like y'all do. So
Let it
y'all just don't
marinate.
make
I don't have to.
Don't do that because it ain't all just us.
Okay.
It ain't all just us. 'cause
What's
there's
wrong?
a whole
It's
lot
not
of women that
chemistry.
do
You
the same.
enjoyed her
If it's-
vibe and you enjoyed her feeling. What is wrong with reaching out to her the next day? and say, I really
Exactly.
enjoyed spending time with you.
That's desperate.
So
There's
again,
no-
you're worried about what you're perceived as
No,
instead
not
of
even
really doing
just
what you truly
personally,
feel.
Not
Are you-
because
are
I
you
don't care how
serious?
anybody perceives.
What?
Are you serious? Did you just say that as a woman?
I think
What?
she did.
What did
Did
he
you
say?
just
What did I
that as a-
say?
Go ahead and repeat that for everybody, please.
What did I don't which part?
Are you worried about what you perceived as
Oh, as a
opposed to
woman.
what you really feel?
Okay, what? Elaborate. Why?
Because women
why
are
did you stop
the
me?
queens of that.
Yeah,
That's all we do is
Okay.
how it gonna look. You know, I don't want him to think I'm easy. I don't want him to think I'm.
But you want
So
to
you-
text as soon as I get home, though.
I
So you're
want-
not gonna check? Just check and say, did you make it home okay?
Look, he all
Hey,
checking on
you're
me
You're not
and
gonna check
stuff.
to see if I made it home.
I'm like, oh, that was
okay?
very nice that he sent me a
That's
message
what
that
you want.
I
I'll
enjoyed
do
you.
it, but
Oh,
hey,
my
I think
God.
24 hours is decent.
Yeah,
Just-
like-
For you to just shoot a text and say, hey, did you make it home okay? That's it.
Oh
now,
my
you don't have
God,
to
she's
text
so
to me.
sensitive.
He
He's so
don't have-
sensitive. He almost.
Yeah, it's-
Is that
You
what the
sure,
women
he
is?
ain't, you sure he ain't gay?
Oh my
Like-
god.
Oh my gosh.
Are you serious?
Now you're talking about small-minded
Or
women.
you talk about those people like
So
they
it's
get
a-
a
it's
text
a
talking
whole
about I'm
bunch.
thinking about you.
True, I agree with you on that.
Oh,
What does that mean? What do you mean?
The thinking about you text
What?
now, like back in the day,
Oh, yeah,
that
see,
was
that was-
a win.
Okay.
Nowadays,
It's like WYD. What
not
you
so-
doing?
Not so much.
Oh.
Not
I think
so
that's social media,
much.
though.
It is.
Well,
it
the
is
thing
a
about it
lot.
is, you also have multiple avenues to reach somebody. I mean, you got social
Absolutely.
media. So it's really hard to get away from someone because you got, someone doesn't respond to the text, but then they see you on Instagram and they see that you was active 7 minutes ago, and now his feelings are hurt. Like, there's so many ways that things can be convoluted where.
Yeah, you look
communication-
into that. I'm not-
Well, I mean, if you're dating someone, you start to get to know them on social media, and then you feel like I'm not getting communicated with enough. And then you feel like this guy's out
liking
here.
this chick picture.
Yeah.
He ain't
Yeah.
like my picture that I post.
No, I ain't heard from him in 24 hours.
Before we get to social media, I got a word from our sponsors. Beyond Clean Cleaning Services, LLC will meet and exceed all of your cleaning needs and expectations. We specialize in cleaning medical and clinical facilities as well as commercial properties. We are licensed and bonded, and our staff receives continuous training. We are affordable, courteous, timely, and professional. Now servicing Illinois, Indiana, and Georgia. A new experience in cleaning awaits you at Beyond Clean Cleaning Services. Call now at 708-829-4102. Social media. Should your mate have access to your social media?
Are you scratching your neck? You want a 24-hour conversation,
I mean,
but he
I don't
can't
think
look at your Instagram?
he can look at it. I don't think we have to necessarily go exchange passwords and stuff. But I leave he has my phone code. If you want to go in and look at something, you can. But at the same time, I don't feel like we have to have a formal. All right, what's your password? Let me see what you got. But I don't think there should be anything that you're afraid of or that we can't communicate about. So
What about you, Miss Sway? You look like you want a rebuttal. Rebuttal.
I don't think it's necessary that he has.
Why you tongue twisting?
I don't think we have to exchange passwords to our social media.
But
I don't have a but. I just don't think so. That question also brings up the other question. What about having each other's passcodes to your phone?
My phone's staying unlocked anyway.
Oh, man.
we have.
She got
passwords.
mine.
no, all my
I feel like you
passcodes,
shouldn't
yeah.
have anything to hide.
And I don't.
If you do,
You
you gotta keep
you-
his phone down like this at all
Yeah.
times.
Or if you gotta take that phone in the shower when you go to shower, bruh. Like, why are you doing that? But I don't have nothing to hide on my phone. Whether social media or, text, I don't have anything to hide on my phone.
Devon Brown said, hell to the no, to the no. Also,
Oh, he's not giving, Devon Brown's not giving passwords?
no, he's not giving password. He said,
I don't have
can't,
anything
ain't,
to
won't.
hide.
He said
Ooh.
that too.
He said, text and picture game must be popping.
Hey, that's Young Shark in the house.
Okay.
So do you check their page for likes and comments?
I do not. I do
Really?
not. No.
Hey, there
Back
was
in 14 years, you did a lot of investigation work. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
there was
I don't.
one picture that
I
I
think that
posted
can- oof.
back in the day. Not too far back in the day, but it was just a poll to see what facial hair style I thought I wanted to switch to, and it got a whole bunch of likes. It got a whole bunch of those little heart
Comments,
eyes and
yeah.
comments and stuff like that. And wifey was on there like, hey, these bitches better chill out with all these heart eyes. Like, she sent me a text message with that, and I was just like,
I was like, yeah, they better watch out too, because I'm coming too for 'em.
hey, I was like, baby, don't be mad that I'm popping a little bit. I'm a thug.
But it's
I got like
just
6
it's just
groupies.
an emoji.
It is.
So why?
Well,
Yeah,
the
but
thing
they
about
know-
it is
they know
some
what they do.
chicks go overboard, and it gets a
Some
little.
of them know what
Yeah.
Some of them get a little overboard, and then the comments
Like
and what
every
they.
picture you post.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know when it's a boundary. Like,
What
Yeah.
is? Because I mean, think about it. If it was your dude, and
If it's just an emoji, I'm cool. But if she got to come on in there and say, "Oh, you looking good," hello. Like,
there's emojis that say that.
But y'all want that, right? You don't want a man that nobody else wants.
If she put eggplants in there,
why do y'all say that? Why do y'all always say that? I hate that whole statement. I hate that whole statement because you guys always use that in defense.
What's that?
Well,
You don't want a man no one else wants.
Hey, I mean, is that
I
not
hate
true?
statement. Y'all trust that, please.
I mean, it's
no,
it's
I feel
okay.
like that about women.
I like for women to be attracted to my man. I don't think that's a problem. You can have confidence say my man's attractive, and I like that women find him attractive, and I like that they like his picture. So when he puts a picture up and it gets 200 likes, like, baby, we popping. You popping, so I'm popping. But at the same time, when them women go in the DMs and are like, you was looking real good in that picture, and now you don't know how to respond. Now the notification pop up. We like, oh. So
but I could care less about her. And I don't even I'm not even really into going to my man's page to check. And actually, we don't have to be social media friends. On all social media avenues, on every single one, that's like 5. No, I'll take 1 or 2.
I'm
and I'm
tagging
good.
you and everything. So
Twitter,
Instagram,
okay, so that's the other thing. I don't believe in tagging my dude on social media.
On a post?
if he's in the picture,
I don't need to tag. I don't believe in tagging.
I mean, I understand if you're trying to keep it.
She already got him tagged.
I mean,
well, he's in the picture, but he ain't gonna show up on his page.
He can post his own, and I can post my own. But I don't need to tag him because what happens is this: you tag him, and now all of a sudden, all your friends, Facebook, social media friends, are going to follow him, right? Yeah. So now they're all following him.
That's what it wasn't normal. It wasn't normal.
Was like, okay, it happens.
You have 70 mutual friends.
And I'm talking from past experiences. Again, I'm talking from past experiences. So now all my Facebook friends are following him. And I'm like, nah, that's too much, bro. I
guess it depends on where you are in the relationship. You know, because if you're just starting to date somebody, then no, I'm not necessarily tagging you when we just hang out.
You're not even making it to my page if we just started dating.
Like, but once you've established that y'all are committed and you're together and it's and, you know, tagging is just part of the exchange.
I mean, look, okay.
All
so
right,
look,
moms. All right, moms.
What's up, Mom? Shout out to you tuning in with 17 minutes left in the show. You so dope. I appreciate that.
So
how you doing? What's up?
Somebody said, Craig Hardbody said emojis are cool until somebody dropped that pussycat ass on the butter pig.
Right,
right, it's disrespectful. Who's that?
Right, that emoji is too far. Okay,
pussycat eyes, eggplant with the
and the kissy lips right behind it.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Hey, who's this? This is a new friend. Hey. Go to her
Come on, stop playing. Not my cousin. That ain't your cousin.
Okay, but now
y'all like Alabama.
we talking about different emojis now. I was thinking about smiley faces and stuff, but I forgot about those. Okay, you're right, Hard.
There's a lot you can say without saying it.
You're right.
Appreciate that, Craig.
You're right. You're right.
Hey, so
you're gonna switch topic though. We've been here for a minute. Right?
I know. I want to see something real quick.
And went to moving and shit.
I want to see something real quick. So this next segment, before we get to this next segment, we got a quick commercial from Jay Slick's Lions, Low Evens, and Facial Hairstyles. We can get that queued up for another one of our sponsors.
Tight, but it's right.
That's who did this.
You have one of those beard.
You still go to a barbershop. You ever get a bad haircut? Your current barber is old and only cuts in old man hairstyles. You ask for a number 5 off the barbershop poster and you got this? Or have you ever been violated by your barber by him putting his ding-a-ling on your arm or worse? If you said yes to any of these questions, you need to come on down to Slick's, Lines, Low Evens, and Facial Hairstyles. If no, we also sell bootleg VHS tapes, motor oil, old lottery tickets, empty Hennessy bottles, and Netflix passwords. Slick is an unlicensed barber who will not cut your hair, nor does he sell any of these products. He just thought it would be funny to make this commercial.
Shout out to Life of Lady.
All right. So this next segment, how mad do you get? This I just want to know. How mad do you get? And so it's how mad do you get when these things happen?
Oh, God.
And so, how mad, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the maddest, 1 being not mad at all, How mad do you get when he posts on social media before responding to your text?
27.
185.
She can't even talk.
No, I mean that doesn't really bother me as much because I feel like we're gonna talk eventually. So I don't really look at it as when. I mean, in the beginning, I think maybe it was a little more sensitive when you still trying to figure out the expectations and where you are with things. But once you've been in a relationship for quite some time, I talk to when you respond, you respond.
For me, I feel like how much am I on social media that I realized you have posted before you've responded to me?
Sometimes
So-
they get notifications.
So that means I have turned on. No, that's too much. No, yeah. This question's kind of null and void.
So that's a 1. 1, y'all don't.
Yeah,
Zero.
I wouldn't. Yeah, zero.
Okay,
I wouldn't be mad.
0.
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how mad do you get if he forgets your birthday?
Oh no, wait a minute.
42.
But forgets my birthday?
It's about off by a day or 2.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like it might have been. he might have
Facebook
been
tells
like-
you when the birthday
He might have
is.
been like 2 days early.
You ain't check his Facebook.
He ain't your Facebook friend.
Then even he better remember. I'm 10. I'm
not
all the way. What's the
even
high? We doing 10, 100? What's the highest?
No, it's 10.
I'm extremely upset that you forgot my birthday.
That's why I put it in the phone and save it.
Yeah, I do that too.
Because
Yeah, 50.
I got no time.
See 50. I see 100, 0 to 100 real quick. How mad would
Oh,
you?
your wife.
Right. How mad do you get if he washes his car but doesn't wash yours?
With this one again.
Yeah, I want my car washed. I want my car washed. And I want my car
Number.
washed. 8. You see my car sitting out there right beside yours. You ain't even throw no water on it. You didn't, no Armor All on the tires, no nothing.
No, that one doesn't get me either.
Yeah.
But I'm in the car business, so I have no. That doesn't bother me.
Yeah, you can take yours.
Wash my car.
Somebody said break up on birthdays.
That's pretty good.
The end. How mad do you get when he hangs out with his friends later than expected with no check-in calls?
Ooh,
Damn.
that's a bad. Yeah, that's a bad one.
How long y'all been together?
You've been together some years, and you're dating, and then he's hanging out with his boys, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to get in. Maybe I'll probably get there when the game's over around 11:30, 12. All right, cool." And now it's 2:33,
Ooh.
and we ain't heard from you.
That's wait, whoa.
And then I send that text like, "Just checking on you," and it gets no response. And then you post on social media.
It's on. Yeah. It's time.
All you had to do was follow him.
Right.
Oh, so you at Waffle House?
Yeah.
Wow.
they
11:30
posting.
turns into 2:33. I thought you was gonna say 11:30, maybe 12:30, but you're
No,
talking about
12:30
hours.
you get a pass.
Yeah, you get a pass
We
on.
just
Yeah,
said
but
after the
Curfew is
game,
like
we
a
didn't
man's
say
house. But you know what he doing.
12:01.
Who
If
said?
y'all been together that long, you know what he doing.
But you should still check in.
You
Like,
should
I'm on my
still
way.
check
Like, I feel like we should talk. Like, hey, I'm on my way home. I just want to know you're okay. Like, there's a point where you
Absolutely.
start to get worried.
Absolutely.
Like, especially if that's out of your norm. If you're a dude that hangs out all the time until 11, 12 o'clock, then that's your norm. Then it's not out the norm. But if you at 8, 9, 10 o'clock, dude, and now it's 2, that's out your norm. And we haven't
Right.
talked. Now I'm worried. Like, did you get in an accident? Something happened to you? Just check in and say, hey, babe, running a little late. Dropped off
Agreed.
such, did whatever. You know, but I'll be home soon. All right, cool. I go to sleep. I want to go to sleep.
I love Ginger Clark said, I'm out here fighting.
Yeah,
Wow.
just
We
check
fighting.
in. Check in is just love. It's just respect.
Look
So,
at that Facebook.
How
post
mad do you get when
and
she want to
lit.
talk during the game?
huh?
What game?
The
Whatever,
Super Bowl.
everything game.
As long as it ain't the Lakers, we good.
It's the Lakers.
No, then it's
You don't want to talk. You
It's
don't
probably
want
about
to
a 9.3 because I'm like,
You don't
what
wanna
is
talk.
so important?
All right,
Like, at this
no.
moment in time.
When she ain't even talking, she just come and stand in front of the TV, waiting on you to say something.
I tell you what, I gotta ask you on that level. Why do y'all always need attention while the game is on?
I just need to be like, chilling.
no.
Talking.
I mean,
gotta have
I'm just
attention.
saying.
You want to be under all the
I just want to
time.
be like, we don't have to be up under you,
Each
but like
other.
we sitting on the same couch watching the game. I'm like, we got to a point where I can call some plays now. Right. You know, so I feel like I'm involved. So I felt like, to me, if this is going to be part of your life, and my guy is a sports guy, I mean, we all season long, then I need to figure out how to make this relationship work.
That the motto, if you can't beat them, join them.
That's fine. I'm right there with you. Get the nachos.
Yeah. So I would rather just, like she said, learn a little bit, get my own team, maybe.
That bugs me a little. You asking questions, okay?
No, I ain't
What's
asking
that
questions.
play?
Well, this is why I'm not asking questions, because I've learned that.
Right.
What's the touchdown?
I don't touch that.
Is it a tight end? Like, hey, that's inappropriate.
Hey, okay.
All right. And so, last one on that. How mad do you get when your dude climax too fast?
I don't have that problem.
I guess does that count for her skills? I mean,
Oh.
They
she
never,
can
they
get it
never,
back up,
they
though.
never take it that way. It's
She made you do it too fast?
nah. I said if she can get it back up. If she
So
Oh!
after you climax too fast prematurely,
Then she needs to work it back.
then we need to do the work to get it back up.
we need to do it. First of all,
Wait a minute. I'm just saying. Your woman, your lady.
how
you
much
said
work do
first
you
of
put
all,
in? How much work do you put in?
A sufficient amount.
That's
you ain't sweating out the edges.
What's sufficient?
So bad. What
What-
did you
what-
say, edges?
You gotta sweat the edges out a little bit.
Okay, well, thank you. She gave us, but you over here, pillow princess, man.
Who, me? I'm a pillow princess?
You do sufficient work.
You shouldn't be climaxing all fast. You should be able to mind control that thing.
so that has never,
Yeah,
so that
man.
has never
Control it.
happened to you all.
Oh, it's happening.
Yes, it's
Okay.
You got
And
mad?
so were you
You
mad
get
though?
mad or
No,
did
you
you?
mad. I mean, the problem is if you
I'm
had expectation,
unsatisfied.
especially that you was gonna be taken care of, and then you're not, you mad.
Yeah, that's
You
I'm
really
unsatisfied.
salty. Like,
You
okay, it's
can't
time.
come with the
it's time to
comeback
go.
like, nah, babe, this ain't happening.
Well, first,
I got
is this
you.
an
We gonna get
accident?
this.
Like, was this just one of those bad nights for
You
you?
just got excited, and next thing
But
you
is
know,
this gonna happen again and again and again?
And then they want to blame it on you. Oh, if you wasn't so good.
Oh, who did that? Tyrese.
Don't
Tyrese had that. He did that. He had a whole
don't,
speech about
don't
that.
nobody take those compliments no more.
If you weren't so good. No.
So if
Flip
you
that. What about them nights she get hers and she done? Like, and you sitting over there like, you got a phone.
I don't have
She over
no
there
problem.
passed out, man.
Oh my God. What?
She said she ain't got that problem.
I mean, I've had it happen before. I understand, and then you get kind of mad. But the thing is is this something we can work through, or is this like
Yeah, is this
you
an
need medicine?
ongoing, like this happens all the time? Or this is just,
Nah, he said one night.
Like, it was
One
one
time.
night. It was the first time. Usually, the first time when some, the dudes
excited?
be super
No,
excited.
no.
But I'm gonna tell you the thing. The thing
First
that,
time.
first
You can't,
time.
the thing that
Because you're
ruins it-
excited, because you're finally getting it.
nah, you can't go to work with a loaded gun.
They don't know that.
Nah.
They be like, hey,
Get that shot and work it out.
put that
Like,
first one on out the way.
hell nah. Yeah, okay. Put on these Timberlands and go to work. Yes. First time.
But the funny thing is, I was talking to somebody. I was talking to somebody at work, and they said that something like that happened to them, and they were mad. And I was like, you didn't help that situation at all, which made me think about this. You didn't help that situation at all. If he accidentally busted off and you was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just did that. You got to fix that. And he looking there like, well,
Too much pressure on the little fella. Too much pressure on the little fella.
come on,
A lot of
buddy.
pressure on the guy. Vince, that's too much pressure on the little fella.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe
No,
that.
I ain't shooting egos now. I'm not shooting egos now. Now I'm not bruising egos. So that to me, that's too far. I'm not doing that.
He be like, get your own cup.
Yeah, you hurting the little fella feelings. I'm not doing
She
that.
said, little fella.
No.
I
don't mind
show
doing
one. How mad you get if she don't look like her pictures?
Oh, let's talk about
Stuff
that.
starts coming off.
What do you? She the one over there talking about putting on eyelashes. And,
I just said put on the
Like
last
you
for
like the
the
chicken, I'm gonna
real
get you, sucker.
date. The real date
pull it
after
out.
the meet and greet. First of all, so you've seen me all
Regular.
whatever regular. And first of all, let's be clear: the
Then you
regular is
come
not
next.
too far fetched from the best.
the,
Let's be clear.
right, okay.
Let's be
Wrist
clear.
is popping.
Let's be clear. It's not
On
too
game
much.
times and
It's
this
not too much of a difference.
How
with
mad
the
do you get when we
without.
take the wig off?
But when she don't, when you see the girl and you've met her,
Hold on. Take the wig off. Now, was it?
How bad?
Were we foreplay? Did you have a blonde wig on? What we doing?
Was that the first time we done seen it?
Okay.
What is this shit?
No.
You are not the same woman like we came home with. No. We're not having that.
But I think what she's asking, like, for people who meet maybe on social media and things of that nature, and then they do a meet and greet, and they
it's
don't
not
look
what
like
you expect.
what the pictures on their
She had a lot of filters.
Like it's an extra
A lot
20
of
pounds.
filters.
It was a whole bunch of these.
Well,
A whole
or
bunch
like, you know, you can make the filter to
yeah.
make your face
This
look
your
a certain
only
type of
shot.
way. And then when we're using the bunny ear filter, you don't really look like
Oh,
that.
we give you hazel eyes and everything.
What, you annihilate them, you post your before and after? Well, I mean,
How do you feel about that when you meet that person and that person doesn't look like the pictures that you saw?
Oh, I feel like they're a liar. I would feel like, hey, you're a liar.
lying to me like
You're
You don't
complete
feel
liar.
that it's over?
Yeah, this is not gonna work.
Depends. I mean,
Because I don't
it's-
care about your personality at that point because you already lied in the beginning.
Yeah.
Does she look better though? If she came out looking better than you,
Oh, well, that's always
Usually no.
different.
Yeah, it's usually not.
I'm trying to throw a bone.
That's just
out
like
there
dudes
for
who
the
like
jury
acting like they
decide.
got a lot of money, and then when you meet them in real life, they
I-
be flexing.
I've had that happen to me before. Let me raise my hand like I'm in school.
What, the flexing?
No,
Oh.
not
No.
looking like the picture.
The dude didn't look like the picture.
Uh-huh. Had extra pounds.
Yeah, extra pounds word.
How many? Because
I don't know, 20,
Like
25?
40?
He took his pictures.
It wasn't right. It wasn't right, and I was highly disappointed.
So you was, never mind.
Now, my mom's been
Damn,
online dating.
I was
She's
run
on.
a buck.
I was
Let it
hoodwinked.
straight.
Let it straight.
Let no Plymouth Rock.
Now they ask for a same day picture. Like, I need to see a picture of you right now, in the moment.
Hold up this man. Hold up a newspaper.
The newspaper with today's date on it.
I need.
So I kind of blocked
Can we
his
face?
number.
Can we FaceTime each other? I want to see you natural.
Now I have.
Let's see,
I
y'all
have
ain't
like
natural.
the FaceTime. joint.
Ooh.
And you're gonna have the whole ditto.
No.
You gotta let
I'll
the
go
dude
natural.
see you
Yeah.
without makeup.
Absolutely, I believe in that.
He gonna see you one day.
At what-
You
okay,
can't go
what's the
swimming.
question? At what point do you let him see you without makeup?
He can see me at the meet and greet without makeup.
So you just gonna complain?
I have. Yeah.
I'm probably not going to complain to the meet up, but I think that if we decide that we're seeing each other on a regular basis, like you get to that point where it's like I'm gonna see you next week, and it ain't like, oh, am I gonna see you? It's not a question anymore. It's like we gonna see each other next weekend. Then I think between the first 3 months, he needs to see you as a regular, which could be because it was after a shower, because y'all went to a swimming pool, because of whatever reason, he needs to be able to see you with, you know, the real eyebrows, real eyelashes, real, you know,
Wake up
Like,
What
like,
is this?
that morning you wake up and be like, oh, gee, oh,
Hey,
oh,
I was drinking last night. Shit.
hey, somebody call me. I got an emergency.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, like yeah, I mean you don't want that. Like dudes don't really have a whole lot to hide.
Yeah, you really.
Not in that way. You kinda get what you get. Like the dude, like unless they
Hiding
crazy,
them pounds.
unless they crazy, like the dude that you meet week 1 is probably gonna be the same dude that you meet. I mean that you're gonna be like 6 months from now. Like it's not gonna be like I'm not gonna ever take off my wig in front of you. I'm not gonna ever.
It's usually
fart
not
in front of
physical.
you
It's
or
usually
nothing
more
like that.
emotional, or like if the dude has some other narcissistic tendencies. It's usually more about personality and character traits you didn't see with the dude
shout
than
out
the
to
stuff
that.
you see. Because the stuff you see is usually, like you said, the same. He still looks good, or he still doesn't look good, whatever he is. But then you find out that he's got some traits that are just too much.
Yeah, she used 4-syllable words. She went to a deep place. Somebody did that to you. Somebody.
Then you find out that the girl don't want to work ever. That's
Ever.
crazy.
Oh man,
You gonna take care of me.
that's horrible.
Hey, how you paying your bills? That's what I want to know.
Him.
How many hymns?
Oh,
How many hymns?
Many as it takes.
As many as
Who
it
paying
takes.
your car right now? You?
As many as it takes.
Yeah.
Hey, damn.
That's it.
That's it, man.
that's it.
We didn't even get to the sex.
We didn't even get to a little
We
bit.
didn't let people call nothing. We didn't get anything. We just
A little bit. Hey, that's what happened.
look at him.
Yeah,
we didn't
just-
get to the sex. Look at him.
That's what happened. Look.
Would you
You
tell a
don't
girl
want-
if
you
it was
don't want-
whack? If it was just whack? I mean, are you just not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
call her
yeah.
anymore?
No, I've done that.
If
You
it's
just told her
whack,
like
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
it ain't gonna work.
Nah.
The next day, like it's garbage.
No, not
Wait
the
a
next day.
minute.
Not the
How
next
long
day.
do you
We're
wait?
a whole lot
No,
nicer to
no.
women than women are to dudes when that
No, we normally just don't
first
respond
time?
like we just give you your
It's
space.
awkward.
No, it ain't.
It
you
is
told
awkward
the
the
chick,
first
like-
time. You can't.
Nah,
just
I didn't
cut
text her. I told her face to face.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Have you ever had a problem trying to give a woman tips? Like, baby, if you do it like this, or let me just.
Nah, you got the wrong dude. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna shoot it to you straight.
Like, this is whack.
And ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I mean, because I'm gonna be real regardless. So if it was me, tell me, hell, if something wrong, let me go work on my skills. But
She might be.
you don't get a freebie because you're a woman.
The first time you have sex, it could be awkward. That could be why it's a little off.
It should be awkward. You should be high and horny as hell. We getting it in.
Horny doesn't
Hey, man.
mean the sex gonna be good.
Hey,
We gotta get on up out of here.
Oh, we gotta go. Can this be part one of Battle of the Sexes
Yeah,
and
they
then
already
part
asked for a
two?
part two already. They already asked for a part two. And so, yeah, we definitely going to make that happen.
We picking up on this.
Get back to me on when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Tune in next week. We might flip some things around so that we can make this part two happen next week. But next week,
live from the
Monday,
barbershop.
October 15th, 9 p.m., same time. Tune
Happy
in.
birthday.
We get it in. That's how we do. I'll let y'all next week. Y'all be safe out here in these streets.
Deuces.
Peace.